Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk about how to deal with rejection and how important it is in your life. If you're interested in a video like that, please keep watching. So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk about rejection, the importance of it and how to deal with it. If you do not know who I am, my name is Amber Turner and I am the author of You Choose Your Outfit, with outfit being the metaphor for your reality and experience. I'm also the CEO of the censored apparel brand, and we believe in being bold, being loud, and being confident. And in this video, I want to talk about rejection, because rejection is something that we all go through in life. I've encountered rejection many times. I'm almost immune to it, and we all go through it. The fact is, we all go through it, but does that mean it's easy? No, not at all. It is not easy to deal with rejection, whether it's in your love life, whether it's your career, or just in life in general. We all experience rejection on some level. So in this video, I want to talk about the importance of it, how you can reframe rejection. Now, if you do not know, I am an entrepreneur. I have my own business, which is the censored apparel brand. I'm also a former state director for a national pageant. But before I did that, I actually competed in pageants myself. And so I know the feeling of rejection, especially when, you lose in front of all these people, but it is what it is. We all experience rejection. I know I have experienced rejection in my personal life, business, and love life. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, that's what shapes us. That's what helps us grow and learn and cultivate tenacity in our life. All of those great attributes, which at the time when you're experiencing rejection or going through rejection, it doesn't feel good. We all know this. But at the end of the day, it does help us in life. That's what I want to talk about in this video, and how you can actually reframe it to help you succeed, help you do amazing things in your life. So understand that it's feedback. And perhaps sometimes, we look at rejection and we're like, oh gosh, it's such a bad thing. And it might be, I'll be honest. If you get rejected, whether it's in your career, love life, whatever the case is, it is feedback, and it might be showing you something and how you can improve in your life. Now, I know that a lot of times people don't want to hear this, especially if we go to our friends or family and they give us these encouraging words when we encounter rejection in our life, and they're like, oh, you're perfect, and you might not be. I'm gonna be honest, and I can't sugarcoat this, because I know even in my own life I have encountered rejection. And when I self-reflect and I look back at it, I deserved it. I could have done better. It is feedback. And so if you look at it as feedback and not the end of the world, because it's not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world, but it's just feedback. Whether it's even in your love life, honestly, being a former matchmaker as well, people have certain standards. And I remember going into mixers and speed dating events and talking to people, and they have this long list of what they wanted in a person, which, it is what it is. You can want whatever you want. But then at the end of the mixer, at the end of the speed dates, they were rejected by almost everyone. And it was because they didn't bring their best. They didn't bring their best to the table. Because you have to look at the rejection as feedback. Perhaps I can present myself better. Perhaps I could have done better. Perhaps I could have brought my best forward, and I didn't do that. So I can sit here and give you encouraging words, and I want to, but also I have to be truthful. Sometimes that rejection is feedback for us to be better. Perhaps we can be a better version of ourselves. And so we have to look at that too. We can't just be like, they didn't know what they were talking about. They didn't know what they wanted, and they chose the wrong person. No, sometimes it is about us. Because if you really take a good look at yourself, did you really bring your best? Did you really do your best? I know in one pageant where, I didn't win, obviously, But I also know, looking back, I did not bring my best at all. And I remember like some of the questions that the judges would ask and the answers that I gave, I cringed looking back at it. And I'm like, why, Amber, did you not prepare like you should have? Those answers that I gave were just not my best. And looking back and being, looking back, I know I could have done better. And so moving forward, I look at all of the rejection that I've encountered as feedback, and I'm going to bring a better version of myself moving forward. And so the second point that I want to make in this video is sometimes rejection, when a door closes, another one opens, is just a redirection. And I know for me, especially having done a few things in my life, especially when it comes to my entrepreneurial endeavors, rejection and, being rejected was really just feedback and redirection for me to understand that perhaps that's not the avenue I should go down. And, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing. And that goes along the lines of feedback. But this one is a little different because you can bring your best to it and really work hard, but still be rejected, because perhaps that's just not the avenue you're meant to go down. Perhaps you're supposed to go down a different avenue. Don't look at it as failure or rejection. Look at it as just a redirection. It's just a redirection. Perhaps I need to go down this path versus this path. And that is okay. And so I can pull from my past experience as a matchmaker, and some people would go into matchmaking wanting a certain kind of person, right? And they realize that they just don't jive with that kind of person that they thought they should be with, that they actually jive with someone else. So sometimes that rejection is a great thing. It's redirecting you to exactly what you need in life. It's about reframing that rejection as a redirection into where you're supposed to be and where you're supposed to go. So the final point that I want to make in this video is to be gracious if you're ever rejected or you feel like you failed at something. Now, I can't say this enough. This is so important. Be gracious. I know, competing in pageants, I've seen where people were not gracious, and it's just not a good look. It is not a good look. And even outside of just pageants, life, if you're rejected in life, if you're even with contests. I know I was organizing a contest, and the person did not win. However, they were not gracious about it, and they made a big uproar, and that made me, as an organizer, not want to work with that person ever again, ever. And other people were looking, and they probably don't want to work with that person ever again either. Now, I will say this, even with pageants, I know a lot of women that did not win at the pageant, but they ended up getting model contracts. They ended up getting like hosting gigs, because you never know who's in the audience, because they were gracious winners. Now, can you imagine if they had acted the fool or just acted up, popped off, as they say? Do you think they would have had those opportunities come to them? No. You have to be gracious when you're accepting rejection, even when it comes to your love life. If someone doesn't find you as a good fit for them and you act the fool, they might not recommend you to their girlfriend that might be the exact match that you're looking for, and you could be the perfect couple. You never know. So you have to be gracious in losing. You have to be gracious when encountering rejection. It is so important. I've seen this countless times where people have not been gracious losers. They didn't accept rejection well, and they lost out on opportunities, whether it's career, love life, anything. You lose out because people don't want to work with people that don't know how to handle rejection. And here's the thing, and here's another thing, that like when I was organizing that contest, it was for music, and did not handle rejection well. Now, can you imagine, like, if someone wanted to work with, they found that person talented? Listen, you're going, especially if you have a music career or some sort of career in the entertainment industry, you're going to encounter rejection, perhaps over and over and over again, whether it's a gig or whatever the case is. Do you think an agent wants to work with that? You have to be gracious about encountering rejection, experiencing failure, whatever the case is, because you never know. Even when it comes to business, if that speaks volumes of who you are and how you do business. And I've seen this even in business. I don't want to work with someone that can't handle rejection, well. Nobody wants to. So if you can't handle rejection graciously or failure graciously, that's going to limit you in life. And that's just me being 100% real. Like, you have to be able to encounter rejection graciously. Even if you're on a stage in front of a lot of people and you just lost, you clap and smile. It might hurt inside, and I know it hurts. I've been there. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't. I understand that. But if you can pull from something deep down inside and actually be happy for the person that did win, and you might even feel like they really deserved it. I know, like, I've been on stage, I know I didn't bring my best, and I know that that person did, and they deserved it. And I was happy that they won. Genuinely happy. And you have to be gracious when it comes to rejection and failure. The last thing I want to say about that is that your reaction determines your true outcome. Now I'm going to say that again. Your reaction to that rejection determines your true outcome. And really, really think about that. It's important that you do so. Anyways, you guys, that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I understand that going through rejection, whether it's in your personal life or your career, is so hard. It hurts. I get it. I hope that these tips help in encountering rejection. It is not the end of the world. This too shall pass. Anyways, also, I have a free quiz on my website that I want to invite you to take if you are living an empowered feminine life. If you're interested in taking that quiz, it's on my website at ambermarieturner.com. I'm also going to leave the link below for that as well. I'm also offering free training how to glow up and live an empowered feminine life. So if you're interested in taking that free training, it's also going to be on my website at ambermarieturner.com. And so, in exciting news as well, I am coming out with a journal. If you follow me on this channel, you know how I feel about writing things down and how to manifest things into your life, and scripting, and how powerful scripting is in your life, and actually attracting amazing things into your life. So I'm actually working on that right now. I'm so excited for it because I know the power of writing things down and how it can help manifest beautiful, amazing, incredible things into your life. So that will be coming soon. So stay tuned. I invite you to actually go to my website and get on the newsletters. So when that launches, you'll be the first to know. Anyways, you guys, that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It really, really helps me. And I invite you to subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I will check you guys in the next video. Peace.